Welcome to another episode of Castnet.net Vees Views with head coach Fred Harbinson. I'm Fraser Rogers. Game day edition as the Penticton Vees hosting the Trail Smoke Eaters, and it starts off a 3 games and a 4-night stretch for you before the Christmas break. And let's go back to the last few games. You're riding a 3-game win streak now as well. What do you see from your team? Let's go back last Saturday against the Cowichan Valley Capitals first and foremost. What did you see from your team in that one when it looked like it was a pretty good start to finish for your hockey club?
Yeah, I know it was a good game. You give up a early power play goal. You take a penalty. Actually, the first shift we were looking like we're going in the right direction. Take a offensive zone penalty. They get a deflection goal, and it was kind of a quiet building. We've had great crowds all year. A little quiet with the bad weather and whatnot. So we talked to our guys about having to create our own energy and excitement, and to go back and score 2 before the period was out was important, and I thought we kind of systematically took them apart from there.
Is it nice to score some goals as well? This team, it doesn't come so naturally to them this year. We talked about a bunch on this show. Nice to see your team score 5 goals and score some nice goals as well on Saturday night.
Yeah, no, we had 3 after 2, and thought, well, are we just going to stick at 3 again, or are we going to find a way to put a couple more in? And we did, and so it's rewarding when the guys are playing the right way and to finish some plays. And at the end of the day, it's about just getting one more than the other team. But I thought from start to finish, as you mentioned, it was a pretty sound performance.
Going to another direction, special teams, goals in back-to-back games now on the power play. I know the power play has been something of a contentious issue, you joke about it a little bit as well, but is it nice to see some confidence in that man advantage and scoring at opportune times in the last couple of games? Yeah,
well, it's important. I mean, yeah, we've kind of half-heartedly joked about they don't call a lot of penalties at the end of the year anyway, so what does it matter? But hey, what? At the end of the day, if we talk to our team, if you can't find ways to manufacture offense on the power play, it's going to come back to haunt you at some point. And we've been trying different things. To be honest with you, right now we're trying not to practice it. We're not practicing it in practice, but we've changed some looks and some formations and some personnel. And in the new year, we're going to add some different wrinkles in there again and see. Then it's about executing. But we were just overthinking it every single time we were on the power play, and so that's kind of why we've taken this approach. And now we've gained a little bit of traction scoring some goals. And we had one, I think on the Wednesday night, just a second after. So, kind of like we've had 3 power play goals last 2 games, and so that's something that shows some promise.
What about on the other side of the puck, just 1 even strength goal against, since having these 4 regular defensemen out of the lineup with injuries in the World Junior A Challenge? What have you noticed most about your team with that success when defending?
Well, you preach all season long and every game about how important the details are and the attention to them, and it doesn't matter if you're in the NHL. You watch NHL games and you see guys make mistakes and sometimes silly mistakes that aren't, unforced errors, we call them. And I thought the Wednesday night we were as clean as possible. Very few unforced errors, and same on Saturday. And it was just, maybe a little more, maybe boring approach or whatever you want to call it. But, we don't usually, play, we weren't sitting back, but we were just being a little more, intelligent with our pressure, when to contain. And at the end of the day, we tried to keep as many numbers above the puck, and it worked.
A line that stayed together for most of the year, had a bit of a dry spell, but now is heating up. Owen Sillinger, Grant Cruikshank, and Ty Monte, they combined, I think, for 7 points in the win on Saturday night. Is it nice to see those 3 feel that confidence heading into the new year?
Well, they play an exciting brand of hockey. I mean, they're always moving their feet, and when they are, it puts a lot of pressure on our opposition's decor. Just getting behind defensemen, creating races in the neutral zone, and they've been doing it with solid defensive zone coverage. So it's they're playing well in all 3 zones. When they do that, they're one of the best, one of the better lines in the entire league.
We talked about it off the top. Lastly, 3 games and 4 nights. Trail and a home-and-home is Salmon Arm, a team that's given you some fits already this year, and Trail as well. But also, are you battling yourselves when team sees those 3 games left on a calendar before time to go home for a Christmas break? So I guess the mental preparation would be key this week as well.
Well, it's right up in the front of everybody's brain when you talk about Christmas coming around. I think. As long as I've been around the game, this is always the hardest week. Everybody's excited about getting home, seeing family, friends. We've just challenged our guys back, saying that this is a little bit redemption week for us tonight against Trail, a team that we lost to in their building. and then we have a home and home with Salmon Arm, who the last time they were in here over a week ago, stole one from us. We feel so. Hopefully our guys can kind of reel it in for another few more days, and then they can go home and do what they do with their friends.
Well, the Vees hoping for some early Christmas present. That's 3 wins this week. For Fred Harbinson, Fraser Rogers, wishing you happy holidays. Thanks for watching Vees Views.